cute. Yeah, I know. Oh man, it's been far too long, and an update is very much needed. Where have I been? Well, long story short, I've been busy with life. Actually, I'm gonna take these off just so the glare's not there. Don't really need them. I mean, it's a little blurry, but I don't need that. I've been busy with life, and I'm not gonna make any excuses saying that I couldn't upload. I have videos to upload. I've just haven't been doing it. And it's not like I've been waiting for the right moment to do this or that. It's just been a culmination of staying busy. My friends started to live with me. As you can see, my setup is different back here. My bed was back in the back, but I let my friends start staying with me. It's not gonna be for long. It's a temporary thing. That's why I don't mind. But yeah, a lot's been happening. I've been kept busy with life, and so much has been happening. So much has happened, and I've gone through so much that now I feel like I could genuinely lock in and have my justifiable energy and just everything else. I feel like I could truly focus now. I've gone through so much, and so much has happened. I've been kept so busy, and I'm not trying to make any excuses with making videos or uploading videos. I have videos. I simply just haven't edited them. There's been multiple occasions when I planned to or wanted to, and I was expecting to and planning to. I've got it all set up and figured out in my head now, but I haven't done it. I mean, I guess just life has been not necessarily getting in the way, but I've been holding myself back, and especially with everything that's been happening and continued to happen, it's just been a lot. Not that I'm incapable of doing this or anything like that, but I've really just been kept busy, you know? And I suppose most of the time that it's been has been just me coming back and being tired or because I'm not trying to make excuses with it. But we're here now. And it's not like I was waiting for, I mean, the way things aligned and connected in the way that this is happening now, it happens all in its own time. It's all a process. It always has been a process, for that is life. But so much has happened. Gone through so much. But I really feel as though I can lock in now. Yeah, I moved my monitor here a little bit over, so it's a little bit different. But yes, I feel like as though I can genuinely lock in and do what I want to do and do what I must do. I'm not going to take another pause. I've had plenty, and it's not like I need them either. I suppose I can't really, because that's not entirely a straightforward answer. I could have edited videos plenty of times. I just did it. And it's not that I didn't want to, but I suppose it's all just been working towards getting back here and getting to a solid spot and foundation of where I want to be to continue doing what I want to do here, which I'm never going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Not anytime soon. That's for sure. I know what it is that I'm accomplishing in my life, and I know why I'm here. I can't stop. The responsibility that I have solely upon myself is too enormous and important for me to just throw it all away as if it's nothing. It is kind of crazy how I'm kind I keep saying kind of, but it's literally I'm the only one capable of accomplishing this, if that makes sense, at least in my family. And a lot of my reasoning for wanting to accomplish all of these things, I'm not doing it for myself. I can't. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that selfish of a person to solely be doing this for myself and myself alone. I don't live for myself and myself alone. I just can't. I can't do that. I'm not made for that. I know what responsibility I have. I know what I'm doing in my life, and I know what my future holds because I am determined on achieving it because I have to. I know what life I've lived, and I don't want to live that life for the rest of my life. I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to have that for my little brothers either, or for my future family, but that's far into the future. But that those achieving all that I want to achieve is for all of that. It's never been for myself. And God, I've gone through so much just to get here. But I feel good. I'm doing so much better than I ever have been. So much has happened, and a lot of pain. A lot of pain in between. That much is for certain. And it's kind of hard to smile through the pain, but I do it anyways, you know? That's why I kind of, how do I put it? I don't want to be doing these things when I'm not in a whole mindset. You know, things were still going on. Obviously, my other friends started living with me too. So those were all like delays on everything that I still want to do, but I'm not gonna let that hold me back. No, no, not whatsoever. And especially not the fact that I have a roommate. I don't care. I'm still gonna be me. I'm not gonna be quiet. That's his problem to deal with. He wanted to stay here. But I guess I don't know exactly what I'm getting at. I just wanted to make an update on what's been happening, where I've been, and why there's no videos. It's just been a lot. Life has kept me really busy, and I've been keeping myself pretty busy. I mean, obviously work keeps me busy, going to the gym more often. I mean, I was even slacking with that a little bit here and there. As I said, it's all been a process. It really has. But I'm back, and I intend on staying back. I'm not gonna continue to miss a week, that's for certain. Even if it's like a day or two in between, I'm not gonna miss an entire week again. No, I already have a set schedule in my mind for the videos I want to upload. I just have to edit my videos. Oh my god, I have at least, I want to say at least 30 plus videos on my catalog that have not been edited. I've I haven't fallen off completely, but I've been tripped up a little bit. But the way, sorry, the allergies are also killing me too. So the way that I've been tripped up and everything that has happened and everything that I've been shown and everything that I've understood and learned throughout the entirety of this year has been for a reason. Everything that has happened, even through all of that pain that I went through, has happened for a reason, for my own benefit, and I know it. I know it all too well. But I'm at the very least, I'm grateful to be out of that god awful negative headspace that I was in, because I was. I mean, it is in the past, but I was alone. I was alone and suicidal, and I had nobody to talk to. Never had anybody to express my feelings and emotions, because I've never really felt as though I could. I mean, I care for others, but I could never express myself. And so it's really just been me sifting through it all on my own and getting back on top where I need to be. And as much as it sucks, I only have myself, and I've only ever had myself. Even my one friend abandoned me and lost hope. They stopped caring because I didn't care for myself. Now, I don't know, I obviously don't hold it against them, but I don't know what was more selfish, being given up on and not even being cared for, or regardless, I don't hold the past. How do I go about saying that? I'm not stuck on the past, and I'm not stuck on what happened. I'm only focused on what's happening right now. And I've been learning a lot. I've been learning and growing a lot. I still have a very long way to go, naturally, as many people do. But it's been a process. It's all been a process. But I'm back. I am da- bleh, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm back in here to stay. There's 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 so much I want to do. Like, even the one game they had, I mean, I guess I won't go into it, but there's just so much I need to do. There's so much I must do, and there's much I have to do. And I'm going to keep up on it. I'm going to keep up on it. I'm not going to let anything slip me up anymore. I'm not going to hold myself back anymore. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to create. And it's just a process to get there. I'm not really worried about when, because I know where my heart and my ambition lies. And as I said, I kind of don't know exactly where to go with this, but I just wanted to give an update on what's been going on. Life's just been busy. That's really it. It's just been a lot of. Uh, would mental turmoil be the right word? It's been a lot. It's been a lot. God, especially. Oof. Um, as I have mentioned, I'm just grateful to at least have come out on top of everything, because it's easy to go back to the negativity, self-hate, and all of that bad stuff. It's easy to do. I don't want to, and I know that I can't do it, because if I stay there, I'm not going to get anywhere with my life, and I'm just going to be sad and miserable. I can't have that. I can't have that. I know what I need to accomplish. I know what I need to do. I know my worth. I know my value. I know what it is I'm supposed to do and what it is I have to do. So I'm going to do just that, and I'm going to keep enjoying what I'm doing here. I've fallen off quite a few times. I mean, I guess, yeah, but I don't stop. I don't give up. I don't quit, no. Winners don't quit. I think I've mentioned that before, but no. I'm not one to quit. I'm not one to run away. I'm not one to just drop everything. I'm not one to just cast something aside and treat it as if it's nothing. You know, I was told that I've been placed in a box on somebody that I cared really deeply about, but it seems as though, from what that sounds, they just put me into a box to be forgotten. And they had mentioned, you know, they only check up on it when they feel like such and such, whatever. And it's just been a lot of pain. And I guess I've been fooling myself all in between as well, doing too much as I tend to do. But I don't think I could really be hurt anymore because I know my value as a person. And, you know, if they don't want to see it, that's their loss. And that will stick with them because I'm not just anybody you could come across. I'm not an option. I know I have my problems. I know I'm getting to where I need to be, but I am the prize. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm striving towards, and I know what I want to achieve. And I know my intentions. I know where my heart lies, as well as my soul. So, if they can't see it, that's their problem. And ultimately, that's their loss. So, it's been tough. But thankfully, through all of the pain, well, I guess I've grown numb to it. I mean, even not too long ago, but then again, I let my emotions get the better of me once again, which wasn't good. But I got through it, as I always do. That's why I say I don't really know where to take this. Not that I'm really taking it anywhere specifically, I'm just talking really. But yeah, I've gone through a lot. I've gone through a lot. But everything that I've built, I've done myself. Nothing's ever been handed to me. Nothing's ever been given to me like, oh, here, have this, you know. No, I've always worked towards everything that I have myself, and it's always ever been that way. So I'm well aware of my value and what I have to give. I'm well aware of it all. And I'm going to keep giving myself to all of you. I love doing what I do. I just can't be, I mean, I'm not in a sad headspace anymore, that much is for certain. I have a lot more clarity than I have had in a very long time, and I'm glad for it, I really am. But yeah, I suppose a lot with what I'm doing has some time constraints with how busy I've been staying. That's really been it. It's just time managing, which I just need to push myself a lot more. Like staying up. I don't mind staying up and editing videos or making videos. It's all little intricacies. Like my friend staying out there, I wouldn't want to stay up too late, being loud when he's trying to sleep. It's all a process. I'm getting there. I'm getting back on top. I'm getting back to where, not where we were, but a much better place. That much is for certain. So I hope you stay with me. I'm in it for the long run. I don't give up. I'm not running away, and I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah. Yeah. It's I'm doing good though. I'm doing so much better than I ever have been. And I mean, as much as it sucks, I can't expect care or support from others. I have to be the one that cares and supports myself, and that's all it's ever been. That's all I've ever known, because nobody has ever really been there for me. And you know, family's family, but it's not the same. You know, it's somebody to have there, and it's not like I'm being ungrateful with that, but I don't know. It's all a process. I'm still young, I'm still learning a lot, and I'm not gonna beat myself up about the mistakes that I made in the past or anything like that. I know what happened and why it happened, and I don't hold it against myself. Especially like for last year, how much I missed out on making videos and just playing games and continuously. I couldn't do it. I mean, I mentioned it in the videos before because I was just so depressed, so sad and alone. Constantly. Like, and I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the first 3 months of this year and a little bit thereafter, I just sat there wallowing in regret and sadness all alone to myself basically every single day. I wanted to overcome that, but I just couldn't, with how badly I messed things up. And I mean, I'm not bringing this up like now. It's in the past. But what hurt the most out of all of it is that they didn't care. They stopped caring. Now, clear, I guess they stopped being my friend too, which go figure, you know, they stopped talking to me. They didn't fucking care after a certain point because of the things that I said. Instead of asking me what was wrong, what's going on, no, I just thought that was me, but it never was. I just wanted them to ask. It's the only thing I ever wanted, but they didn't care. And the biggest problem with all of that is that I cared too much. I cared way too much about somebody that didn't give a fuck about me. Clearly. Because if they did, they would have reached out. If they did, they would have asked. If they did care, they would have been there for me. As I would be there for them. But the feeling just wasn't mutual. And that's all on me. Clearly. But with that person, I really don't even know what to think of them anymore because it's just, I don't know. Clearly they don't care about me. And it's not like to end this on a somber note, but I just cared too much. I cared way too much. And I would say fuck you, but it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Really, really thought that little of me. And I guess it all was for nothing. If you just made the assumptions and went with whatever you wanted to believe. I know what happened. I know what I was going through. You may not, because you never asked, you never cared. And that's alright. That's for me to live with. And you will regret it. You will regret it for your life. I know you will. Especially if you just cast me aside like I am nothing. Because it's fine. I know my worth. But yeah. With all that said and done, it really is time to get back to our regularly scheduled program. I have so many games to finish. I have so many games to play. There's the demo for a game that I've been waiting to play for a very long time. There's another game that I absolutely love that I want to play again, but on the channel this time, of course. And I didn't play the DLC for that. There's also another game. There's just so much to do. And I'm not going to let that hold me back anymore. I've done that far too much already. Way too much time wasted and spent on that whole situation when I clearly meant nothing to them. Clearly. Very clearly. And that's not even an assumption. That's a fact that they made clear that I just didn't want to believe. But that's your loss. And that will forever be your loss. And this isn't directed to you, my people. But let's get back to it, shall we? Because I have so much excitement for what I want to do. And I'm not going to let any of that negativity bring it down. These allergies are going to get in the way a little bit, but that's nothing new to me. I've always lived like this, barely breathing through my nose. Barely able to breathe at all, you know. That's been my life, though. Always a struggle. I asked the universe for all of its challenges so that I could grow even better than I am currently. I relish in the challenge because I grow in it. I don't falter. I don't crumble. I just evolve from it. So, let's get some... Oh, there we go. I can see again. I mean, I can see normally. It's just all blurry. Like, literally everything is just blurry. I could see them. I could barely make out the titles of the games on my monitor. But, like, if I were to back up further, I can't see shit. Like, I can't even make out the little letters or words. My vision's pretty bad. That's why with the glasses, I mean, it's better than wearing my contacts. Because if I wear those, like, all day, my eyes are just going to dry out. So this is nice having it again. These allergies are killing me. I feel like me again. More than I ever have. And I'm so happy and so grateful for that. It's been tough. It's really been tough. And I've been trying. Because that's really all I can do. But I know what I'm accomplishing. I know what I'm working towards. And I'm not going to stop. Not anytime soon. No way. No how. I do appreciate all of you. I really do. And everything that has happened in my life. As unfortunate as a lot of it may have been. And with situations that I have created myself, as unfortunate as that may be, it still all has happened for a reason, for me to realize. And at least I can say I'm a person who takes accountability for my actions. And I take responsibility. As I've mentioned, I know my worth. But let's keep going, shall we? And I'm not fake smiling anymore. I can't really fake smile. I could force a smile into my face, and I guess, you know, if you force a smile onto your face, your body doesn't really know the difference. Like, you will be happier in just the base sense. Like, if you are smiling or doing like that expression with your face, scientifically, your I think it's with the muscles. It's some intricacies with that. Like, if you're frowning, obviously be sadder, and I think it uses more calories to frown than smile. So I don't know. I'm a pretty happy and, well, I say pretty happy person, but I'm only happy because of the things that I have in my life, and I know what I'm working towards, and I know who I am. That's why I can be happy. I may not be happy with the decisions that I've made and the problems that I have, but it's all a process. It always has been. But that's gonna have to do for now. I will keep talking if I don't stop. And this video has already been long enough. So I hope you're doing great. I really do. And I do appreciate you being here, watching my dumb content, all of this nonsense, me yammering all on about. There's so much to do. So much to get back to. So many games that I've bought that I have not played. I can't even tell you how ridiculous I am. I really can't. If I can make a shadow clone, I would absolutely beat my own ass. Get my shit together. Man, I can't express that enough. I really can't. But yeah, we're back to it. The glare's not too bad, though. But yeah,